And good afternoon, happy Sunday to everybody. Welcome to Sundays Are for Trekking episode number 65, and my regular screw you to football because, yeah, this guy does not watch football. Yes, I know, I am very, very weird. Junior Chevet, what is up today? Not doing a skateboard, but we are going to be doing pretty much just whatever. We are out in GTM's T800 today, and right now we are sitting in Bellingham, Washington. First run is going down to Kennewick, so pretty much we're going to be crisscrossing across the state today, at least on the first run. Underneath the hood we have a come apart N14, otherwise known as Cummins, and an 18-speed transmission. So without any further waiting, we're climbing in the truck, gonna get her fired up, and we're gonna cruise on down the road. And one little tidbit today, the paint job on the T800, not sure if you guys have watched it, but the Welker Farms video that they restored in International, that paint job was awesome. Not the same, but pretty much the same colors. Hey Gary, what is up today?
Okay, here we go.
Alright, we're all fired up. Let's get cruising. I have absolutely no idea what I am going to be doing today after this run. Hey King, what's up?
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Seems like what I have been doing is lately I've been going through all my older mod trucks, or the ones that I haven't ran in a while, and starting to run those. So maybe we'll keep that going on, but basically it's whatever I feel like driving that day is what we're going to be doing.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, maybe if we are lucky, once we get down to Kennewick, we will go ahead and buy a logging trailer and start doing some vocational stuff. Hey Ron, how's it going today? The final Sunday in September. And it's definitely more fall-like outside where I am today. I have roughly low 70s. I'm not going to complain about that. It's not snowing as of yet, so that's the good part.
Stay left, and then turn left.
Twin Sticks Garage, otherwise known, the guy who's restoring the Peterbilt 359 up there in Canada. I watched his latest video, which was episode number 42, I think. Wherever he is at there in Canada, it's already snowing for them. So it's like, I cannot deal with that. It's way too early.
Stay right, and then turn right.
Oh, I know the snow is coming. I am just not ready for it.
Turn right.
drink and drive? Does that mean I can't even drink water? I grew up in Western New York there, Junior. I know how bad Buffalo and Rochester can be.
Finding new route. Turn right. Okay, let's find a new route.
I would love to have like 85 degrees right now, to be honest with you. Absolutely. Yeah, that didn't take long to get to the first chicken coop, but they are all over the place here in Washington. I believe they said there was a dozen of them here in the state.
Stay left.
Hey Richard, how's it going today? We are in the GTM's T800 today. And Javi, how's it going? Great to see you here on the stream again. Now, how much was he overweight, Ron? That's the question. Stock paint jobs here on the truck that you do get when you subscribe to the mod. I just went ahead and changed the colors. I had mentioned this at the beginning of the stream that this is kind of like the paint job that Welker's International did. Well, when Welker's Farm redid their International. It's not the exact same paint job. I'm not going to recreate that, but the colors are similar. It is pouring like the dickens outside right now. No jigs or crews, not when it's pouring like this. Hell no. And we want to survive. We don't want to go crashing into our guardrail. Anybody want some pizza? We can stop the Domino's guy. Then Elvis, how's it going today? Great to see you.
Stay left.
No idea, Gary. I just always called them Clem. Or Clementine or Clem. That's what I called them. Well, not so much Clementine, but that same pronunciation. I'm sure it stands for something with their company. You can always look it up on the website and see if there is a definition for it. Right now we are just hauling some used packagings from Bellingham to Kennewick. So basically cutting across the state diagonally once we get down here to Seattle. We'll go a little bit south and we'll start cutting across, and then we'll end up in Kennewick. Once we get to Kennewick, I'm probably going to switch over to a logging trailer and do some vocational stuff here in at least Oregon or Washington. Start visiting some of the logging sites.
Stay right. Stay left.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. Since I've ran Naturalux for ETS2, I'm waiting for it to drop for ATS. It is hopefully going to be as good as ETS2, hopefully without that random frame drop that I was getting the other day.
Stay left, and then continue straight. Go straight.
Yeah, 14,000 though, he would have to been over by quite a bit in order to get fined that much.
Stay left.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Four-Wheeler, for getting out of the way. Well, you have to pay attention to axle weight along with GVW. I mean, I'm not gonna... Back when I was driving, I was pulling a 48 by 102 skateboard, and I had to throw some steel onto my trailer. And if you, that's the only thing that's going to be on there, you of course belly load things. But what I did, I was running a spread axle, so 40,000 pounds I could have on my rear axles. Instead of loading a true belly load, I moved things maybe a 1.5 to 2 foot back off the center. Bad mistake. I ended up being about 4,000 pounds over on my axles, which cost me about $650 back in the day for a fine. And of course the company would not pay for that because I was responsible for the loading of the trailer. I knew what I had to do, why I went ahead and did it that way, and it was stupid. And literally the truck that day pulled like crap too. There was just too much weight on the back end of the wagon. And some of you may be asking, why is weight so, why do they take that so seriously? Well, the reason for it is it damages roads. If you don't have the weight set out properly, you've got too much on your drives, too much on your trailer tandems, even too much on your front axle, you are damaging roads. And anything overweight does need to be permitted. I mean, that's going to be every single state that you're going to be running in. And no, never blindly follow your GPS either. And the reason you don't want to blindly follow a GPS, now if a lot of companies, if they're using like Qualcomm or something like that, I mean, you won't have to worry. Those Qualcomms will have GPS in them for truck routing. But then you've got idiot truck drivers who are gonna throw up Google Maps on their phone, which is made for cars and not trucks, and use their phone GPS in order to get from point A to point B, and then wonders why they come across a low clearance bridge that they can't get under. That is also very true, Gary. Doubles really you don't have to worry about. Oh, you serious, Buzz? Holy crap, he didn't even... Haha. Alright, where's my moron button? Because that's push number 1 today. You guys are starting to read my mind, even though I see that about 30 seconds after it happened due to a delay I got on my side. You guys are getting to know me when I don't even need to say things.
Stay right.
Well, a lot of them will have governors, not for the reasons of what you think. It's more so for safety that a truck is going to run a speed governor. However, setting them at like 58, 60, 62 when the majority of the speed limits are going to be 65 plus, I mean, that's a little bit too slow, to be honest with you. You're more of a detriment than anything else. 65, 67, I think, would be the perfect speed for the speed governors. And that's what most companies have them set at, is like 65. Now, your owner-operators, I don't think any of them are going to run a speed limiter. I mean, it's their truck. I wouldn't want one on mine.
Stay left.
I very seldom play multiplayer, Quan. Too many trolls on there, to be honest with you, and that's the reason why I don't. In some of your states out west, Utah is 80 miles per hour. Nevada, in your very rural areas, 80 miles an hour. Some places in Texas is 90. Like a lot of Nebraska is 75. Colorado is 75 also. So really, I can understand the reason for 68 or 70 or so. But a lot of companies are going to leave it at 65. No, and that is very true. If I was on multiplayer, you guys would not see any traffic whatsoever. Just some random truck going on the other side that would pass maybe every 20 minutes. I've seen trucks doing 80 miles an hour, to be honest with you. I mean, when you are getting at that speed, if you go to slam on your brakes, there's a possibility you can burn the brakes out. So then you have none whatsoever. Is it safe? Probably not the easiest way of being safe. Is it dangerous? If the driver doesn't know what he's doing, yes it is. Sometime this year. I don't have a date that hasn't been released yet. I'm not privy to any insider information. Now, cost-wise though, if you want to ask me for cost, it's probably going to be the same as every state that we got so far, $11.99. That model is more than likely not going to change. Travis, how's it going? Yeah, now where I am in the States, every single ETS map expansion has been $17.99. So far, every state has been $11.99. and I don't see them getting off of that plan anytime soon. So more than likely, even Texas, they're not going to raise the price. It will be $11.99 once we get Texas.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Oh, that is a mod that I'm running, Travis. That is called Blue Navi for background, which you can get on the Steam Workshop.
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Yeah, that's how. I wasn't close at all. And we are going to Walmart with this load. Why we're taking used packagings there? No idea. Probably for them to get bailed up, and then we'll pull them back out of there. Well, at least on ATS side, and I'm going to base this off US dollars where I am located at. $12 is literally, what are we talking about here? Not even a pizza that I can get from most places around here. So, I mean, granted, that might be 2 McDonald's value meals. And what's that gonna, how long that's gonna last you? Maybe 3-4 hours, maybe 5 before you have to eat again, and there goes more money. Or with the amount of enjoyment that you get off of a state, literally by the time you are done playing the game, you're looking at pennies of what that state cost you for your enjoyment.
Go straight.
You know, a lot of people are going to be looking at, especially if they don't have the game, and say 2 years down the line we've got 5 more states in addition to the 3 that we got, most of the West Coast already done. That upfront cost of buying the game more than likely is not going to be cheap. But then, granted, your older states are not going to stay at $11.99 constantly either. And I would, if you are going to buy the game, say 2 years down the line when we got 5 additional states or whatnot, wait for sales to go online, to go on. That is easily the best way in order to save money. And yes, I ramble and ramble and ramble if you guys haven't noticed.
Stay right, and then turn right.
I do not. I went ahead and turned that off again. We're just going to be driving today. I probably should start another profile like I have for my single play, to where it's I have mods on there, but I don't run it on a cheat way like I do today.
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left. We are finished.
Hey, how about that? We don't have to do a blind side behind the building. Oh yeah, OCD is gonna get to me now because since we can bump the dock here, we are getting properly in this slot. Nope, we are crooked. Just look at that. And I know better than to do this too. And we should just get in the slot and go, but guess what? I am definitely want to be realistic. If you are too crooked there in the back and they cannot get their dog plate into the trailer, guess what? You're going to have to move the trailer and get in there a whole lot better. So that's probably why I'm more of a stickler than most here. Yeah, that looks a whole lot better. Yeah, we are running super singles again on the wagon. Alright, but one thing that I am going to do is let's get rid of the reefer here. And one thing that we are going to do is let's purchase a logger. Because, yeah, we're going to be doing... I'm actually going to do some logging freight here. Should we go tandems, spreads, or 3-axle? It's a dock plate, Gary, is what it is. What they'll do to so they don't have to put a ramp inside. It's already built into the dock itself. They'll lift up, have a flap that extends out down into the trailer. And I'm not going to worry about changing the color. It's going to stay this graphite gray. Alright, 3-axle it is. And should we do steel or chrome? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Travis. Doing chrome on a logging trailer, probably not the greatest of ideas. The reason for that is the amount of abuse that these rims are going to take. You are not going to be able to do anything with chrome, really. So let's go ahead. We're going to change this to steel advanced, which is going to be our 5-hole slots. And we'll leave some continentals. And should we do exclusive or standard rear end for the lights? I'm actually thinking of leaving this on standard. Yes, that was me, Jack. Yeah, when I literally will never be a part of another VTC because of what happened there. We're just gonna leave it standard. Alright, we got that. And let's go ahead and purchase this, put it in our Kennewick garage. And we're gonna use. Alright, let's go get our wagon and then find out what we're gonna be doing.
Time to get the job done. Turn right.
753 footer has that run? I am not sure. Let's see. Let's get. There should be some. Well, nothing here, but let's see. I'm not going all the way back up to Bellingham, but sir, if what I want to do specifically is I know that there is one of these in Newport, so we're gonna go to Newport, and then we'll probably like go up the coast or something and find out where we're gonna go. Not that you're gonna be pulling logs like this, what we're doing to an actual building site. I mean, it will be alright. I know that's the reason why they added it, was for more loads. Because when you start doing logging, you are basically in vocational or specialized areas of the industry.
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
No idea, Gary, because you're talking to someone who's never done logging anywhere in real life.
Go straight.
You're not going to hear anything. I don't have the Jake brake on, but most of the times I am speed shifting. I don't use a clutch.
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right. Ready to turn left. Turn left. It's all over now.
Yes, Jake brakes are a form of a brake. It's an engine brake. So basically what you are doing, however, is not so much braking in the traditional way, but it's more so used so you don't wear out your brakes. And yeah, I always downshift with the clutch. That's just the way I've always driven and probably always will.
Let's go.
not going to be taking what those would be. What 4x4s, maybe 4x8s at the most. I don't think you're getting any bigger than that for home construction. But yeah, these would not be transported to a home site like this, that's for sure. And if you guys are wondering when you download the T800 from GTM, my dash is going to look a little bit different, more so the coloring of the gauges. That's because I hopped in and changed that dashboard color away from the white that they had it set at.
Get ready to turn left.
No, I've got that disabled for this stream again. If I'm going to start doing that, I might start a brand new profile or just swap everything over to be a actual truck driver and not just run whatever, and change this into like a realistic thing. Gary, it's not recommended though. I know something, screw it. Let's go ahead. Fatigue simulation on. And we probably have about 9 hours worth of drive time left, so we'll be alright.
Stay right. Straight.
Come on, light, change. Hey J-Dog, what's up today? It's been a long time, how's it going?
Go straight.
Oregon and New Mexico have been released, and of course, I do have them all. Oregon was released last year, October. New Mexico, Washington was just released in June. And right now we are currently in Washington. We're south out of Kennewick, and we will be going into Oregon here in just a few moments. Heading over the Columbia River, and welcome to Oregon. Yeah, they probably do, and the reason they'll run chrome on the front is just for weight. Steel over chrome does add a little bit, but don't tell anybody that I have chrome for my drives. They're really more so aluminum rims that you get from Alcoa, not steel. They're just coated in chromium, and that's it basically. We did get a chip ban with Oregon last year, so you are able to haul wood chips. However, they put different other things in with that also, such as crushed cars and used packagings and things along that nature. Not very realistic with those. A chip trailer is a very specialized trailer. And it's basically exactly what it sounds like. You're hauling wood chips, and that's it. You basically go from a job site to a paper mill and do that all day long. Yep, they are easier to crack, and then if they are cracked and you don't happen to catch it and DOT catches you, you're pretty much screwed anyway, because they are gonna red tag you until you get someone out there in order to put a steel rim on. Take care, Ron. Have yourself a good one and be safe in that K100. Most of the drives will have steel rims on them, Gary. Depending on the company, they'll run steel the whole way around, or they'll have aluminum rims on the front. And basically, they will run aluminum on the front just to save a little bit of weight, so more load they can put on the trailer and then spread out is basically what that is for. And you're not talking much in weight between steel and aluminum for 10 rims on a truck either. should have just stayed in the left lane. Well, one thing to look at, the really big difference between ATS and ETS2, the roads are a heck of a lot narrower in ETS2, and the trailers are shorter. So, and that is what law is over there. Here in America, we've got big old wide, spacious roads and a lot of straight roads. So, I mean, bigger trucks, longer trailers. He actually lost some pipes off of his trailer, so someone did not check their strapping or their chaining, and yeah, that's what happens. Now, the train, you're correct. In the newer states, all the trains will have trailers will have cars on them. In Arizona, Flagstaff is one of the more busier railways here in the game. They just have the engines themselves. I'm not sure if they'll ever have freight cars to those. New Mexico, I've seen them, most everything having cars behind them in New Mexico. So it's basically the Nevada and Arizona are basically just going to be the engines. All of the other states will have freight cars to them.
Stay left. Stay right.
I have no idea what their length restrictions are, so I can't answer that. the whole point of the game, and what I try to do at least is make things look realistic. An arcade game is fine, don't get me wrong there, but I think a full-on simulation with realism looks a hell of a lot better.
Stay right.
Don't be asking me, guys, why I don't watch football. I just don't. And it's very rare here in America you find a guy that does not watch football, but yeah, that's me. I would imagine that depends on the trailer type.
Stay left. Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right.
That definitely sounds more like a specialized trailer than anything else. go into Newport and drop off these logs, and then we're going to come all the way back out 20 here to go back into Zenith Forest Products to a logging site in order to get our next load. And if you guys are wondering where that is, it's actually going to be right up here. See it just coming into the GPS there. We're going to be coming out here to pick up some logs once we get this dropped off. Right back there. I'm trying to remember where the Phanteks is here in Newport because I have no idea. It doesn't look like we need to go far though. That's a good thing.
Left.
Now I want to know when we get we currently have shiny heinies in the game. When are we going to be able to skin them like Challenger there? Because right now we do not have that option.
Turn left. Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
And no, you guys did not mishear that. That was a grind it till you find it.
Get ready to turn right.
that is from mods that I'm using. One of them is from Jazzy Cat Painted Truck and Traffic Pack, so that will give you your real company names with matching trailers. Now with the Chevron trailer, that is from the Real Company Logo 3D mod that I run. So your tankers are switched to like Texaco, Gloves, Flying J, and things like that. And please don't give me somewhere stupid to back this up, like right into the right side there. And actually, we're gonna go right over there. That's actually decent for a change. Hey babe, how's it going today? Yeah, my weekends can be early because, of course, I don't work. So, there we go. They'll probably need more in order to finish that off. But, company jobs, what we're going to be doing is we're going to pick up some logs here, and let's see where we're going to take them. Right there, Aberdeen, that works for me. Yeah, we've got all day.
Time to hit the road.
Yeah, we should be able to make that, I hope. And drive time, we probably 3-4 hours max.
Turn left.
Oh, there it is. 4 hours 38 minutes is how much that we've got. Duh.
Turn left.
Well, the best thing is, since they are on YouTube, you can watch them at your leisure.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
got some good timing today. We don't have to hang out at stoplights.
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Get that four-wheeler moving, because I'm not going to be slowing down. Real Company Logo 3D, which is by P16. There are two different ways you can get that mug, Gary. One from the Steam Workshop, or two from the SCS forums. So instead of Walmart, you'll get Walmart, and instead of Chevron, you'll get Chevron for a fuel station. Some of the gallons are moved into Texacos. Your sell goods becomes FedEx. What else is there? Your oh, I just forgot the name of the company. Turns into Whole Foods. There's never been a TA in-game. That TA is part of MHA Pro, which I do not recommend that anybody buy. I don't want to do a whole lot of interstate driving today. I mean, granted, we do get a lot of that already, so I'm trying to stick around to like side roads and things like that and stay away from the four-laners as much as possible. And in real life, with it raining, this would be an absolute muddy mess out here. Oh great, we gotta pick up over there too. That's probably one of the worst spots to get into in order to get loaded. Because you're going to pay $3 for the mod fees and still doing it for $3. And then for each and every upgrade to the map, you've got to pay another $3. And, I mean, granted, I do not like that business practice, and that's why I will never recommend it. And I'm pretty much, will say, stay the hell away from MHA Pro. for me.
Let's do this.
Yeah, this would be an absolute muddy mess if this was actually running like this in real life, as I had mentioned. Unfortunately, the game cannot simulate muddy conditions, and if this was literally a pit of mud, we would probably be running along in here with our differentials locked also. One thing wrong about this trailer, though.
Get ready to turn right.
There's not just going to be one strap holding each bundle of logs. That actually needs to be changed to two. There's going to be one front and one back on each bundle. Being granted, each of those straps is rated for 10,000 pounds, but it's not going to be one strap holding each of those bundles. That is one unrealistic part of using this trailer. Motor Freight, yeah, that is an unrealistic trailer, as they do not run the West Coast. They are an East Coast company.
Ready to turn right.
What stands for, Gary? Yeah, New England Motor Freight. Yeah, and they did go bankrupt. Actually, quite a few years ago they did. don't believe they are.
Go straight.
That's what that strap is for, Vabe. And with the 4 bolt that we're running, there should be 2 straps minimum on each bundle. Otherwise, those logs will slide around. Yeah, that 1 strap on each, definitely you are gonna get fined if you ever run a trailer like that. It's an actual company though, Gary. That doesn't stand out for anything. That's just the owner's last name, more than likely. That's just the way Martin Transport is. The owner's name is Randy Martin. He started the company when he was 17 years old with $400. Of course, that $400 was 1960s $400. A lot of money back then. Darn it, we should have probably pulled in there and slept. We got since we got our first yawn here, we've got pretty much about 2 hours of drive time before we start falling asleep. To be there by 1:45 Sunday morning. Well, we're gonna sleep for 10. That's gonna put us 7. This is gonna be cutting it tight. There is a rest area on the other side of this tunnel, but do not quote me. I believe once we get a little further north here, up towards Astoria, there's going to be a Walmart. There's a rest area back there by that Walmart too. That's one thing that you're going to get good at is when you're driving is managing time with distance and where you should be stopping. And with this load here, we're either going to be right on time, but I don't think we're going to be late. We may be like an hour beforehand, but we shouldn't be late getting this up to Aberdeen. Now, with what I am currently doing here, a lot of people will start complaining, hey, Coda, you're running a sleeper cab. Why can't you just pull over to the side and sleep anywhere that you like? Anymore these days, back when I was driving, you'd see guys sleeping on exits and things like that. They really don't allow that anymore because it's really not safe. They want the truck drivers in a safe area, so that's going to be a rest stop, a truck stop, or even on a rest area that is closed. There are some here where I live in Pennsylvania. The guys will pull in either on the get-off ramps or on the get-ons from those rest areas, and they will sleep there. The cops normally don't bug them, but they want them away from the roads. And let's see. Nope, that's... Yeah, we're going to have to stop right up here in Astoria at that right there in order to get some sleep. Yeah, so I thought there was one back there. Apparently that's another Xena Forest Products. Oh, please, boat, you're coming the other way. Do not stop us here. Alright, we're gonna make it. That's all that matters. I did not want to get stuck at this drawbridge. Hey, Martin, how's it going? The one I am using now is by Raz. It's on the SCS forums. Oh yeah, just the road network here in the Northeast is literally quite dense compared to the west part of the country itself.
Exit now. Stay left, and then turn left.
Oh, apparently it's not going to allow us in here. Are you serious? We should have came up here. What difference does it make? It's a little tight, but we're making it.
Rerouting. safe.
I hit the wrong button.
Ready to roll.
Accidentally dropped my trailer when I did not mean to. Oh, and not here there wasn't. There was very little parking area. Alright, 8:45 p.m. Let's see, we've got 73 miles to go, and we've got until 1:45 a.m. Sunday morning. We're gonna make it with lots of time to spare. And shut the Jake off because it is pouring like the dickens.
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
You mean for the game, or Vape, or just in general? Yeah, if this was a scenic bridge back when we just had Oregon. I believe the bridge was drivable back in the day, but there was no way to get up here. It was all blocked off. They're not bad. The idiots are called organ donors, but
Turn left.
literally those are basically the ones who ride around on crotch rockets. Let's see if we can get some deer to show up today too, if we'll be able to see them. I've only ever saw them once in game so far. Being around other trucks, we're probably not going to see them. coffee on the interstate for Pilot Flying J, that I mean, it's better than most, but I'm not going to say it's the absolute best. I'm going to disagree.
Ready to turn left. Turn left.
Bypass. Sweet, thank you, Washington. Lubs and Pilot and Flying J are owned by the same company. Lubs is completely separate. Yeah, I am a live streamer, Chevy. I very seldom upload just a regular video for you guys to watch. The only time I really do that is, say, if I'm doing a giveaway, or the last one that I did was actually two. Was for a Washington giveaway, and then I was one of the first ones on YouTube to actually show about the Razer profiles being enabled on 1.35. There's a dozen of them in Washington, Gary, and a lot of them are those small types.
It was a nice ride.
Alright, where do they want the wagon? Probably right over there. Why we're going in a door, I have no idea, but it is what it is. Yeah, if anything, like chips and whatnot, they would go onto there and then get dumped. Why logs are going in a door, I don't know. That's kind of not realistic, but yeah. Seeing that I really haven't been in the States, babe, I have no idea. Now, if we get to, say, Pennsylvania, where I live along Interstate 80, or perhaps the roads that I did drive when I was driving, then I'd be able to give you a better realization, but for now, I can't. In general, though, they are doing a very good job on representing what road networks are like in America. Hey, Brenton, how's it going today? Alright, what do we got here in Aberdeen? Not going there. That actually wouldn't be a bad run. Let's pick up some lumber here at Xena Forest Products and take it over to the Home Depot. That actually is a realistic run there.
Let's do this.
Although that load would look a whole lot better on a skateboard than the logging trailer, but hey, it got finally a realistic load that for the game. That's all that matters.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Or I'm gonna say Home Depot, but in the base game without a real company mod, it's called the Home Store. So pretty much the exact same thing. Whoops, yeah, Coda kind of stalled the truck.
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left. Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right. Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
And now, one thing that they kind of missed with New Mexico and Oregon was the big cities, Albuquerque and Portland. You couldn't get into their downtown areas. In Seattle, when we got Washington, they brought that back, and my guess is going to be the same way with Salt Lake City, that we will finally get into their downtown areas too. And don't get me wrong, the visuals will have you driving through the city, but I think the downtown areas or getting near them actually does a great deal for the game in regards to more so deliveries and things, because it's going to represent America even more.
Turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right. We are finished.
Why, thank you, Doug. Alright, let's see. Where are we getting loaded at? Yeah, right back there. Nice and easy. Yeah, that's how lumber mills usually are.
Time to get the job done.
Well, we're going over to Wenatchee right now, Jesse. After that, more than likely not, I'm gonna have to get myself some dinner. I don't think there's any companies like that here in game that will make you back in from the road. The only one that I know of that might even do that is like up in Ely, Nevada.
Turn right. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Turn right? We're already going this way, screw it. Yeah, guess who does not know how to pay attention or
Turn
look at a
right.
GPS?
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Alright, when do we need to be in Wenatchee? Wow, about 12 hours. 268 miles. I mean, we're definitely gonna make it, but holy crap, they don't give you a whole lot of goof off time.
Stay left, and then turn left.
Don't even go anywhere, Hirschbach. You,
Turn left.
I mean, seriously?
Recomputing.
Recomputing. We're going around the block because Coda again does
Stay
not
left,
know how to
and
drive.
then turn left. Turn left.
La la la. Yep. Coda is starting to rely on voice GPS instead of actually watching where he is going. Someone needs to change their tune.
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Oh, well, thank you, Gary. I make driving an adventure. The wrong way adventure kind. back in the day when I drove, I will be completely honest with you, I really did not like driving overnights, but a lot of the time I basically had to. No, for a while there I did have highs on, but the AI kind of like screwed me, so I had to drop back down to lows, of course. I mean, I could sit here and drive with high beams on, they'll flash their lights at me, but again, it's all about realism here on my channel. Basically, you're not going to see me running 100 miles an hour crashing into everyone and everything. What I do hope when we get the Lone Star, crossing my fingers for this year, with the Renault Range T that was released on Thursday, there was an option for regular halogen or xenon headlights, or xenon, whatever the hell you want to pronounce it. And I do hope we get that option here in ATS 2. Might even be your first week on the road, Gary. I mean, a lot of it is going to depend up to you of where you have to pick up your load, what time the appointment is, your delivery location, how many miles you have to drive, and your appointment time. A lot of the time, I'll give you an idea. I ran a whole lot of east-west along Interstate 80. So I was known to be in Chicago 3 times a week and New Jersey the other 2 days. Basically, you're looking at about 15 hours to go from Jersey to Chicago, back in the day at least. So that was a day and a little more of travel. When you're going through a big city, Chicago, Indianapolis, New York City, Atlanta, anything big that has a bypass around the circle, around the city itself, that bypass or the outer spurs, which are going to be like a 205, 405, whatever you want to call it, those are normally a cluster of traffic. If you can stay right on the interstate and follow through, that's going to be your best bet. But rush hour traffic in any major city is going to suck. So definitely do some planning and get through either before the morning rush or after the evening rush. Daytime can still be a pain in the butt to get through.
Stay left.
Oh, back then I was running a FLD 120. That was the flat top without a roof fairing when I was doing flatbed, really. I mean, I was lucky enough, yeah, lucky in the bad term, to go through Atlanta rush hour traffic 2 days in a row, and it sucked. It literally took me 3 hours to go from one side of the city to the other, and that was bad.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right. Stay right.
I delivered to New York City once, and with New York City, a lot of the times your appointment times will be in the middle of the night, literally, because that's basically the only safe time to get in and out of that city in a truck.
Stay left.
I've only delivered to New York City once, never wanted to do it, because my appointment time for that delivery was 4 o'clock in the morning. Heading out of the city at 7:30 in the morning was still a royal pita. One of the more larger cities that really wasn't too bad was like Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. Never had any issues there. Man,
Stay right.
The funny part was you don't want to go through DC during rush hour either, because that sucks. Now, Frank Lima Delta 120 there, Vabe, is a Freightliner FLD. But always, you get into the Northeast, the I-95 corridor, basically anywhere from Southern Virginia all the way up to Boston. If you're going to be on 95, be prepared for a ton of traffic. Once SES reaches the east coast of the USA, I am going to be very curious on how they are going to work the I-95, because that is literally one of the busiest freeways that you will ever see in real life. And it's basically from just south of DC, so you're talking Bethesda, DC, whatever the cities are around there, up through Baltimore, Philadelphia, Newark, New Jersey, New York City, then into Connecticut, up to Boston. I mean, that is awful, and I'm very curious on how they are going to work that. Because, I mean, if they go on the 120 scale, which is what the game currently is, so much of that part of the road is going to be missing. He was a moron. Yeah, for some odd reason, the AI will jump on an interstate like this and just start weaving between the two lanes. I've never understood why they do it here in game. They are not going to change the scale. It's going to be at 120, same as ETS2. They may change the scaling in certain areas of the game to accommodate, say, a larger city. But the regular game itself, they're not going to change it.
Finding new route.
Well, they they do have 2 map teams for right now. There's a possibility that a third does exist. We don't have confirmation of that. Just be patient and support SES, and as long as they keep making money off the DLCs, they will keep making them. And you never know, they might throw a free state in every now and then too. I mean, the chances of that are going to be slim, but it's always a possibility.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Here's the thing, I would rather SES take their time on the states to do them right instead of having things look like the barren areas of coast to coast. I mean, in the meantime, coast to coast will work. It's not the greatest solution, but it's one for those who do want to drive across the country. It's going to take a little bit of time, that's for sure. I mean, you can see if they continue to make money and they don't abandon the game, knock on wood, it's going to be 10 years before we get to the East Coast. Or maybe they will start a team on the East Coast, release an area, say the Northeast Corridor or whatnot, and then start working east, another team working west with maybe 3, 4, even 6 map teams. I think development on that side would be too quick for a lot of people, though. They'll start complaining, oh, they're just doing all these states so they can make money. So mean, I can see 4 teams, but not 6. Yeah, with where we're going here on US 12, we're already outside of Mount St. Helens, though, I believe. Well, they've got the majority, not gonna say the majority, they got a lot of Europe covered, and what a lot of people are requesting are Spain and Portugal. Of course, that is not completed. There's no word on when SES is even, if they're even planning on doing those, but that would complete a good majority of the west coast of Europe.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
From what I did see in the blog pictures on Friday, they did show a picture of a casino. Well, that leads me to believe that that is actually Wendover. Now, the funny part about that city, half of it sits in New Mexico, half of it sits in Nevada, half sits in Utah. Of course, the Nevada side has casinos, the Utah side does not, but as far as I know, they are currently working on that too. In order to get gambling legal in Utah, that is.
Stay right, and then exit right.
It is not a part of either game, Martin.
Exit right.
It all depends on my personal outlook. I mean, it may change, but for what we're getting right now, I am not going to complain. Now, if development slows down, then yeah, the community is going to be a very loud majority of saying speed things up or whatnot. But I would rather have things done right than having crap work done. They are currently in development on that truck. I mean, seeing that Freightliner has signed a license, that's the only truck that it can be. They did post a picture of a fairly early gray model of a 2018 Cascadia that is on the teaser thread on the forums, but there's been no word about anything else besides that and the Lone Star, even if we've got signed licenses for every single manufacturer.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. It's all over now.
for someone, I can't see them not having the game. And even back in 2016, they had posted a picture of a 2016 Cascadia, the old version, which is still in production, mind you. It would be nice if we got both of them, but I just don't know. Actually, I do need to get going to dinner. And I do want to thank you guys for watching Sundays Are for Trucking episode number 65. Have a great rest of your Sunday evenings. If you did enjoy the stream, please help the channel grow by clicking that subscribe button. Donations, nothing not needed, guys. And if you did enjoy it, leave a thumbs up too. And have a great rest of your Sunday nights. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.